Hello everyone, my name is Sai Vikas and I am first year master student in information systems here at Central Michigan University. I'm very much excited to share some useful tips and valuable steps and how to build your resume while at CMU. Whether you are a new student starting your journey or else someone looking to improve their resume and someone looking to apply for new jobs, this session is for you. A resume is more than just a piece of paper, and it's like an open doors to applying for new jobs and internships and other opportunities related to your career. At CMU, we have access to many resources, experiences that can help us to create strong resume and impressive career. Mainly today I will be talking about how can use your time here to build your resume from highlighting academic achievements and extracurricular activities. I will also share some tips on how to share your skills and experiences in the best way possible. Let's get started and work toward your success.
Let's start our video. How to build your resume while at CMU. Mainly first thing is we need to create a strong resume because it's a crucial part for launching our career path, as well as we need to highlight all the skills, experiences to make a strong resume which thinks the employers get a strong impression on it, good impression. These are the key areas I will be covering today: importance of resume sections, objective, writing a good objective, relevant skills and experience, and bullet point format. And I will be discussing about ATS, application tracking system, and avoiding common mistakes for while writing the resume. So let's dive in. So mainly we need to know that the importance of a strong resume. Your resume is more than just a document, like it's your professional story. You will be telling your story on your own way through a resume, through a document. Think of it as your ambassador to employers, or else showcasing your abilities even before you meet the employer. Employers nowadays skim through dozens of resumes, and a well-crafted resume can immediately set you apart of all these things. It's like an first impression when they see your resume. If it's a good resume, it will be a last impression. It will be a good impression before you meet in a person. Mainly, you need to highlight your skills. You not need to only highlight your technical skills. You need to highlight your soft skills, and you need to highlight the growth, personality, and aspirations you have done before. And if you follow all these things, it will be a good resume in the job market. You need to narrate your story, and you need to showcase your growth or all the things which you have contributed to in the earlier organization. Next thing, we will be doing some activity. I will be showing two resumes. Find out which resume is good for the career and which resume is good bad. So this is the resume of John Doe, and this is the one format, and this is the resume of Patrick Holland. These are the two resumes. So I will be giving some time, find out which one is good and which one is bad resume format. So yeah, you are correct. John Doe, it's a good resume format. He followed the good all the things correctly, and by using this format and all these tips, we will be landing in a good job. We can select it for an interview. But if you use the resume which Patrick Holland has followed, we will not get any job because he placed this photo. So now I will be showing two resume formats. Let's do some activity kind of thing. I will be giving you some time. Think which resume is in a good format and which resume in a bad one. So this is the resume of John Doe, one format, and this is the another format. I will be giving some time, find out which is the good format and which is the bad one. Yes, you are correct. John Doe resume is a good form. Is in the good format, and he followed all the steps correctly, and he crafted his resume in a good way. And the Patrick Holland, he did not follow any of the formats or any of the rules for creating a resume. Mainly, the resume should not contain any colors. we should not use any colors, and we need to follow the perfect format, and we don't need to use any profile photos or else any pics, any images in the resume, because when we send our resume to the ATS application tracking system, it does not recognize our photos and the colors. The ATS only knows about the black and white. It only renders the black and white color, rather than it not uses any of the thing. It's even it did not follow any of the format correctly, and the data and the information which you have placed is not in the correct indentation, and he used the pie charts and all the graphs. Here he used the icons. The ATS does not know any kind of icons or else any kind of symbols. It only knows the text. It only recognizes the text in which is in the black and white. The Patrick Holland resume is the bad one. We can't use this type of resume formats for getting a good job or for applying the jobs. So now let's focus on the key resume sections. So first one is contact information. We need to place our contact information on the header one, for full name and phone number, email address, location at the top of the one. Even we can add professional social media like LinkedIn's, GitHub at the top of the header. And next we need to add education. Leads to your education achievements, all the things which you have done as like majors, degrees, past degrees. You need to write university name and the expected graduation date. Like example, if you are currently pursuing masters in information systems at CMU, you need to like masters in information systems, Central Michigan University, at last expected graduation date. All the things you need to be add in education section. And third section, you need to add experience. This is the main important section you need to follow. You need to update in your resume. This experience section will be consisting of your work history, where you have worked earlier, which internships you have worked, what are the projects you have worked on. Mainly you need to focus on the chronological order, because you need to write the experience, the latest which you are doing, to the bottom one. If you are doing currently the internship, you need to place the internship on the top one. If you have done some job in 2023, it will be goes on the under the one. The old one will goes always the bottom. The new one comes always the top. Okay. So you need to focus all the responsibilities and the achievements you need to place in the experience section. Next, you need to focus on the skills. These skills will be divided into hard skills and soft skills based on your target industry which you are applying for. So you need to focus on all the things while you are writing in your skills section, because this customizing these sections will be based on the job that you're gonna make as an applying one, or else the important job format you're applying the job description based on the job description. And coming to the additional sections, consider additional sections like leadership experience, and as well as the extracurricular activities like playing football, or else you are good at playing any games, playing station, or else we can add relevant coursework which you have done in your majors, or else which you have done any extra thing, extra credits which is used for your job. So these all will be your capabilities of doing some things and contributing to the upcoming organization. Now let's think about the how to craft a objective, because this mainly nowadays crafting an objective is seems like an optional thing, but some of the people are not placing the objective in the resumes. So the objective is like it sets the tone for your resume. It's like optional but can be incredibly effective when done right. So purpose is that focusing on what makes you need to focus on the experience and qualifications which you have done earlier, and it's like the achievements which you have done, where it's like a standout project, leadership experience, or else the career aspirations which you have done before earlier. For example, let's take a computer science student might mention their passing for developing innovative AI solutions or IoT technology products which you have done before. He can place in his objective. You mainly the tips for writing a good objective is in a 2 to 3 sentences for 30 to 50 words. In 30 to 50 words, mainly use the strong action verbs, because it adds some of the weightage for your sentence, that you have developed something, you have created something, you emphasized something. So using strong action verbs is very good. And mainly avoid the generic things, generic statements, like all the people will be used to it, because it's not makes to stand out from all of them, or else the industry which you're applying for. Next, we'll be focusing on highlighting the relevant skills and the experience according to your job. And mainly these are the things we need to focus on the skill section. Like many of the students think that they worry about lack of professional experience, but that's okay. No need to worry of all these things, because we can transfer all the skills which you have done earlier, like projects, coursework, or else the skills which you have gained through some of the volunteer work, extracurricular activities. We can update these things in your resume. If you don't have any professional experience, you can use this experience like in transferable skills. Next, you need to quantify your achievements. You need to use the number, like 30%. I've developed the screen value to 30%, which helps the audience to look like it's an example. You need to quantify your achievements in the numbers, team sizes, or improvements you made in your various roles. Like you need to showcase your academic projects, include your relevant academic projects, research, or else thesis work that demonstrate your ability, like practical situations like academic projects. And coming to the fourth one, highlight your leadership experience which you have done, or else which you have held any game, or else you showcase your things like an initiative you have done before in the class. You took the leadership task to work on a specific task with some of the team members. So add all these skills in your relevant experience. Next, the main thing is that how to write a sentence by using the bullet point format. This bullet point format will place a main role in your resume, because it's like an overall thing where the ATS will be getting all the keywords, and the employer will see what are the things you have done for the organization, or what are you going to do for the organization upcoming. So these are the examples. Let's see for the strong action verb. So if the strong action verb is developed, the employer will see that he developed marketing strategy resulting in 30% increase in student engagement. When we write the sentence in a correct format, strong action verb and who or want, where did we work that? Where did we use this? Where we did develop the task, or else the something? It's like marketing strategy and resulting in 30% increase. It's like an you done a good job in increase by resulting in 30% increase. And next example is collaborated with cross-functional team to streamline project workflow, reducing completion time by 25%. It's like, and you're done, you saved some time for the company, and you saved some from the employer wages and the task time. So it's like you need to use all these things at combined. You need to use all these things, and then the bullet point format will be correctly used and correctly spelled out. These are the two examples more. Implemented new social media campaign generating 5,000 plus new followers and improve branding awareness. Mainly remember that you need to use you need to place any number in your sentence. Placing the number in your sentence, it's like an increase the getting selected for the ATS. Even the ATS checks for the number format which you have done earlier, like 30% increase, 5,000 plus, 25% increase. So these are the things which ATS will checks for all the resumes, in all the resumes. Next, we'll be focusing on the hard skills on the soft skills. Mainly coming to the hard skills, it's like an technical skills like programming languages, Python, Java, and R language, and software proficiency like data analysis and product management comes under the hard skills. And moving to the soft skills, like it's like the person able to try to impress with it, like communication, teamwork, and leadership and problem solving, and time management. These are the things comes under the soft skills. If the employer does not have hard skill, it will move, but the soft skills plays an important role in your placing a job. Mainly the employer will see or the organization which you're going to will see the communication. If you have good communication, then you can get the job if even you don't have the hard skills. So mainly focus on your employment, mainly focus on your soft skills. And next, moving to the highlight your skills on the resume, tailor the skills required to the job description. For example, if you are applying for data science role and you have an experience of software development, so don't include this experience in your one, because it does not make any sense, because you don't have any data science experience, you will be not selecting to the job. And next, the additional sections which we can keep in our resume are awards and honors. If you got any prizes or else any awards, you can place in your resume, and extracurricular activities and certifications which you have done on AWS, example for AWS, Python, and technical stuff, and the volunteer experience at your college, and the languages which you will be speaking, or else the language which you got. It will be depending on the culture. If I am from India, I can speak English, Hindi, and Telugu. For Bangladesh, they will speak another thing. So it's sometimes it's main thing to put your languages according to the job description if they ask. Next, moving on to the formatting and designing for readability. These things also plays an important role in your resume. Always use a clear format and professional format like Arial, Calibri, and mainly stick to the 10 to 12 point size text. You should never exceed the 10 to 12 point scale and below it, because the larger headings slightly won't make any sense sometimes, and you need to follow the 10 to 12 point size everywhere. And use the consistent layout. Mainly follow all the formatting for values, and use bullet points, bold text, and italics when they are important information. If you apply for something jobs like software engineer, if you have any software engineering experience, software engineering keyword in the job description, highlight it. Mainly highlight it in the sometimes you need to add in the bold size thing like software engineer, and it's like you are giving the employer for extra visibility to check that. And utilize your white space. You should utilize your white space, like give space to the sections after each section. Use margins correctly, at least 0.5 inches at the PDF, and this looks like a good design and formatting value for the resume. And mainly save your file format in PDF, because if you save in Word, it will mess you all the formatting things. Always save your resume in PDF format. And the main tip is that you need to save your resume with your name, xyz dot resume, because everyone tries to download the resume just resume.pdf. It's the wrong one. You need to add your name first thing. It's a first your name plus the resume, the word resume. It makes sense, like it's your resume, and employer thinks that okay, this is the resume from particular person. Okay, example, Matthew dot resume. It's the resume of the Matthew. He thinks that, and even it's good for us to look at our resume correctly. So mainly focus on the PDF format while saving your resume. And the well-crafted resume. This is my resume which I will be following for applying the jobs, and I have used all the correct formats, all the correct sections. I have placed the contact information and the location and my email and my social media account. And this is the education. Right now I'm pursuing it. It's the latest education, and it's the professional experience of my past. I have worked as a software engineer. I have placed all the projects which I have done in the bullet points. And coming to the projects which I have done in my academic, in my undergrad, these are the projects I have done. I have got it the separate section. And coming to the technical skills, I have placed all the technical skills which I am good at. because some these like doing these employer things that is good at some Python, Java, or else the job description which we need. And I've placed honors on recognition. Even if varies from person to person, you can put awards or else something else and leadership activities, and we are good at. So this is the resume I will be following for applying the jobs. And even this is the for this I will be sharing this format in the link before the video, and you can get it from there, and you can use the format, and you can add your information there. Next, let's think at the application tracking system. It's the ATS thing. It's the main where your resumes goes and getting selected. Mainly ATS will be scanning for the resumes keywords and from the job description, and every time tailor your resume to the each job description. Never use the same resume for all the jobs. Include your quantifiable achievements in every resume. This application tracking system is a very important thing we need to focus on, or use all the correct tips while creating your resume. Avoid the fancy formatting. You should not use any fancy formatting things. These are the this was the resume worded website which I have used for the scoring, knowing the ATS score of the resume. I got 91%. So even I will be sharing the link of this resume worded website. You can check your resume after following all these tips and steps of creating a good resume. And these are the common mistakes to avoid. One is typos and grammatical errors and generic content like glitches or phrases with not good phrases. And coming to overcrowding, we should not keep more information which is not useful for the job description. It convey employer that is for time pass, or it's not good fit for the role. And you should not include personal information like age, marital status. We should not include our age, or else the match are married or not, and we should not include religious, because these don't make any sense to the job applying job. No one will ask for these things. And next thing is the resume tips. These are the tips I will be following day-to-day basis. I will be creating a master resume. Even you create a master resume and do changes to it, but don't apply the same resume for everything. You need to tailor your resume for each job, for customizing your each job. And you need to make regular updates to your resume, and which if you done any good project, next minute you need to update in your resume. And these are the distributing techniques of your resume for P2P. You can ask your classmates to check your resume and give feedback, and professional review you can do in your college with professionals, alumni, and online presence. You need to keep the information aligned with your LinkedIn profile and your resume professional platforms. And we need to learn the distribution strategy, and you need to attend the career fairs, networking events, and reach out to the companies directly through your resume, and hand over the resume that if you have any jobs afterwards, please contact to me. Like, you need to distribute your resume to them. So these are the things. And the coming to the career development center at CMU will assist you in at every stage of your career planning processes. This is the way you can book the appointment there. You need to go to the website, CMU website, and search for career development center, and you need to schedule an appointment. After clicking a schedule appointment, you will be going to there, and you can use create the resume review, mock interview, and anything if you the way you want. And you can create an appointment, book an appointment, and you can go. And after the interview, mock interview and resume review, they will be sending you an feedback thing, so you can focus on improve for the next mock interview or else next job interview which you are going to. This is the beneficial thing in career development center for getting the review of the resume and resume writing and mock interviews. It is the place of resume and Ronan Hall 240. So these are the valuable resources I will be giving into the description below, and you can get from those links, and you can access those these websites. So at last, thank you for listening my video, and I hope all you follow all these tips and valuable steps to create a good resume. If you have any questions or inquiries, feel free to reach out the Career Development Center for further assistance. They are here to help you support on your career journey. They will help you on your every career path. Mainly, the last thing is that your resume is your first impression. Make it a lasting one by creating a good resume. Thank you.